Having a big screen TV like this is amazing for watching movies, playing games, binge watching whatever you want until you want to watch it somewhere else, maybe outside or in another room, and then you're stuck to maybe watching it on your phone or using a smaller TV. But I'm going to show you a product that allows you to take your big screen TV on the go. So stay tuned and I'll tell you all about it. Hey, it's HighTechDad. Welcome to my channel where I review all types of tech for the home, for work, and for on the go. I've been doing product reviews for over 20 years on my website at HighTechDad.com. And today we are going to take a look at the FEARWIKY Mini Projector. And I have it here. So it's not a big screen like this. It is simply a little projector that you can move around once you attach it to your Wi-Fi. You can stream content, you hook up your apps and your streaming services. You can even mirror what's on your phone or your tablet or something like that. So I'm going to be going through the unboxing and showing what's on the box in this video, and then walking through some of the features of this mini and affordable projector. So full disclosure here, I was sent this sample for review, but all of the content of this review and my written review is not edited or reviewed by the vendor. So stay tuned and let's take a look at the FEARWIKY Mini Projector. It's time to take a look at what's on the box. So this is what the projector looks like. It says Ultra HD, high dynamic range, highlight coating lens. Ooh, little typo there. And some other things. LED source, 40 to 30 inch projection dimensions. Remember to measure diagonally. Aomi tvOS. I am not familiar with this tvOS, but I'll be checking it out. Dual band Wi-Fi 6, so that is a key thing. I do have Wi-Fi 6 in my house. Auto keystoning and 4K decoding. And so here's the front again, and then some contact information. So that is pretty much it on the box. And it does look like it is cardboard, so it is nice to be able to recycle that. So it's time to open it up and see what's inside. I already took off the shrink wrap just because it's a little too reflective for filming, but I don't know what's inside, and I am always known to destroying a box when I open it. All right, not too bad. So nice foam packing. And what do we have first? Let's just see the quick installation guide, and then there's a network install. So it looks like you can install various apps to set up the TV app. The instructions look fairly straightforward. So let's see what else is inside. So looks like a remote control here. Take a look at it very quickly. It's always nice to have a remote control for these types of devices. And of course I got the tape connected to it, but here is the remote control. So it looks like you have volume and pages and mouse control and directional buttons and power and that sort of thing. So that's good to have. And then let's see, so we have the projector itself. Doesn't look like there's anything else inside, but here's the projector. So not too big. I will remove the plastic so that we can take a look at this a little bit closer. And again, I haven't read the manual or anything yet. And of course, the power cord is contained within there. All right, so this is the projector. So fairly small. Looks like there is a stand here so you can adjust it to point the direction that you want. There is a covering here, so I have to make sure that I remove the screen covering. Looks like this rotates for focus, I'm guessing. It's probably some sort of a power indicator. It's power on. Then it looks like you have HDMI, some other, maybe that's a reset, or that's a reset, or that's some other thing. Gotta look at the manual, and regular USB. So that is about it that's on there. So let's see if I can quickly figure out, looking at the manual, what those different holes are. So we have the top thing, according to the manual, is mood lighting, and then you have a vent. Oh, it's a headphone jack here, so that would be good to connect to an external speaker, for example, or a headset. If you're watching it alone, HDMI, USB, and that looks like about it. This probably is some sort of a remote control. It says here a remote control receiver. So that's that. So I'm going to test it out and see how it all works. So this is the tvOS in action. You can download a variety of apps and surf through various offerings in terms of content. There is the settings menu where you can pair Bluetooth, you can connect to Wi-Fi, you can change the image mode. So movie is a little bit more warm, vivid is more blue, and you can leave it on the basic setting. Then you can also flip how the projection works. So if you're projecting from behind something, you can reverse it. You can flip it upside down and reverse it that way as well. Just don't get confused as you're doing it, because suddenly your mouse buttons seem reversed. So once you go back on that, you can also adjust the size of the screen. So right now it's not at 100%. Now it's at almost 100%, but you can adjust that digitally on the screen. You can change the source from local using the App Store or HDMI, and it has ARC and CNC and all that kind of stuff built in. And you can turn on and off the beeps of the mouse. So that is sort of an overview of what comes in the settings menu and the on-screen sort of tvOS menu that you have. And yeah, let's go through some of the basic specs here. So for starters, it is a 180-degree rotatable projector. So that's the swivel that it mounts on. It can also handle resolution up to 4K. So the native resolution is 1280 by 720. And it is a LCD display type of projection. It has about 3,000 lumens of brightness. So you will want to probably do it in a darker room or at night. When you're doing it, I did find that it is a little bit too dim during the day. Let's see, it also has a light source operating life of about 50,000 hours. So I think you will get a full use out of this running it 24/7 for quite a long time. So the maximum image size is about 130 inches. But remember that the further away that you go from the screen or from the where you're projecting, the dimmer the lighting will be. So there is a optimal length, which is about, if you're 5.5 feet away from the wall, you'll get a projection size of about 60 inches. The remote is really nice to have. You can operate a mouse function, and you use it to navigate through the tvOS menu. And then here you can see the HDMI, the headphone jack, and the USB jack. So this is showing the automatic keystoning. I was moving the projector a little bit, and you can see it automatically adjust on the ceiling as I move the projector around. So what do you think about this little projector? So it has a really good price point. I think it's around $55 on sale. Be sure to check the Amazon link below. I really like it for the fact that it is extremely portable, very lightweight. It connected to my Wi-Fi 6 setup without a problem. I like the fact that it has a built-in sort of app store. It's got a whole operating system built in, so you just download the apps that you want to stream, connect to your services, assuming you've subscribed, and you can start streaming really easily. The speaker is a little weak, so I highly recommend that you pair it with Bluetooth, which is very easy to do if you have a portable speaker, or there is a mic out. So if you have a corded speaker or headphones, for the mini jack here, you could set that up. That was very easy to do. Another great feature that I loved is the auto keystoning, which I tried to show, but it's a little bit hard. It's always a problem where you get the sort of trapezoidal image if you're showing it at an angle or something. Like I was demonstrating projecting it on the ceiling, but you could move it around and it automatically adjusts it to make it more of a rectangle as opposed to a trapezoid. I like the fact that you can connect it to HDMI, and you can also do screen sharing or AirPlay or something like that to connect to it. It's very easy to use. There is just a quick firmware update. I also like the fact that it comes with a little remote so you can navigate through things. Don't lose the remote though, because you won't be able to really use it because there are no buttons or anything to control anything. So be sure to keep that remote handy. Anyway, would love to hear your comments and thoughts about this little guy. And as always, I would appreciate a like, a thumbs up, a subscription. By clicking on that, you are helping the algorithm provide content that you want to see. You like tech reviews? Give it a like. It also encourages me to do more tech reviews. As always, if you have any questions, you can ask me on social media. Just search for HighTechDad. Also, you can head over to my Facebook page, and that's at facebook.com/HTDblog. And lastly, as I said earlier, I've been writing reviews for over 2 decades. You can always visit it on my website at HighTechDad.com. So hopefully you like this review, and be sure to subscribe to get the next product review coming your way. Thanks for watching.